Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. And today we're going to get into BET's The Encore. BET presents The Encore. And we start off with Keely talking to, I'm just going to call her DeVoe, you guys, Ronnie's wife, because I keep getting ready to call her Shamia. And I know her name is not Shamia because Shamia is on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she's only a friend to the show. So I don't know why her name is just stuck in my head. But I know it's Shamari, but for some reason, every time I get ready to say it, it comes out Shamia. So, Shamari DeVoe was talking to Keely, and Keely's complaining about Aubrey and how she's trying to be divisive and all that. Then they cut to a meeting with all the girls. They sit down, and Sita, ghetto-ass Sita from the 90s or early 2000s, who was on BET, is back. And it doesn't sound like the same person, but she's putting on the same super ghetto voice. And you guys, I didn't like her back then. I don't like her now. I don't know the purpose and point of bringing her back with all that, oh, hey, honey child, and girl, we gonna do this, and this how it's gonna go. Not about it. I'm not feeling Sita, but whatever. I guess it's supposed to be a BET staple. Maybe they doing it for a reason. I don't like it, but it is what it is. So she tells them that they're going to pick a queen. The house is going to have a queen, and if there's ever any sort of, they come to a stalemate or anything on any issues, then the queen is the one who's going to make the final decision. The queen is able to tell the rules. The queen is able to hold court if there's any issues. The queen has immunity for the time that she's the queen. Now, immunity, I don't know if they're voting people off. Like, are they voting people off of this group? I don't know. It's just weird. This whole queen thing is just weird. And Nivea says the same thing because she's just like, well, the queen, I thought Keely was supposed to be the person in charge in terms of if there's any issues, then she's the one that makes the decisions. So we're all confused. It is what it is. They have the vote, and they go in there and everybody's casting their vote and everything. Keely goes in and she's like, I'm just going to vote for myself. So as Shamari is reading out the vote, when she says Keely's name, someone says, did you put yourself in it? And it was hilarious because she did, but she never answered. But Pam, she won the vote and she became the queen. So as the queen, she was able to tell them what the rules were, and the rules of how they're going to do this whole thing is all of the girls have to participate in at least 3 full songs. All of them have to be on it. And on the 29th day that they're there, they're going to have a show, some sort of show at the mini mansion or whatever. So Pam is saying how she's so blessed that, people like her now, because back then she wasn't very liked because she was kind of a mess. She was drinking, smoking, doing everything. And, thank God she found God, basically. So then they're in studio, and the producers said they want everyone to sing. They want to finish at least one song today. And I'm like, good luck with that. So Nivea goes first, and she's like, I don't care. I can sing to whatever. So Nivea goes first, and I have to admit, first of all, the song that they were singing, I couldn't make out the beat of it. Like, they all sound like they were off to me, but that's because we couldn't hear the beat. So Nivea can sing though. So she went first. Then when Fallon went, she's one of the twins. She did very good. They were all like, oh, sing, Fallon, sing. They also loved the way Aubrey sounded. To me, Aubrey sounded a mess. Aubrey looks a mess, you guys. She just looks uncomfortable. She just looks like her face hurts. Like her whole entire face hurts to me. But let me see. I'm reading my notes, you guys. So Irish goes in. She's very nervous, and she sounded like a lamb, basically. And the Cherish girls were rolling their eyes, and they're just like, oh, she needs to sing from her chest and all that. So Lamisha is sitting there, and she's like, oh, I am just tired of them. I'm tired of the eye rolls. I'm tired of the talking behind their backs. I'm just tired of them. So Felicia, one of the twins, goes in and she tries to help her. She's like, listen, just sing from your chest. Just bring it out. Just, enunciate your words, basically. And the girl Irish, she took it in stride as she was telling her. She's like, yeah, okay, okay. But in the confessional, she's like, girl, I've been doing this longer than you. So how you gonna help me? So one of the twins says, well, we know that neither one of them, Irish and Lamisha, they were not the lead singers in their groups. So as they're sitting there, they're all, some of the girls are sitting on the floor, some of the girls sitting on the couch. And basically, Keely's in there singing, and the girls are wondering why she is there. Why she's singing if she's not in the group. And she's like, well, I'm just going to sing anyway. So she sang. She sounded a mess. But let's go back to them all sitting there, and Keely's out now, so they're all sitting around, and except for some of the older women were not in there. Shamari, Nivea, and I think Irish may have been missing as well. But the rest of the girls are sitting around, and Aubrey has her arm on Pam, and we don't realize this until Pam says, hey. She's like, yo, let me just say this. You're resting your arm on me, and you did like this little rub or whatever, and I don't go that way, basically is what she was saying. She's like, listen, I used to date a girl back in the day, but she has been delivered. She is delivered. So she don't go that way, and she don't want no misconceptions going on, so get off her, basically. So she's like, I hope you didn't take it the wrong way. And I'm actually saying it way more aggressive than she did. She didn't say it aggressively at all. She explained, but it just came kind of out of left field, came out of nowhere. But she did say, listen, I'm not trying to offend. So are you okay? You cool with me saying this or whatever? Because I'm just letting you know, I don't want no misunderstandings. And Aubrey's like, yeah, no, I'm good. And Keely has this look on her face. And then as soon as Pam walks away, Keely's like, oh, no, she didn't. Oh, no, she didn't. And then Aubrey's like, yeah, that was weird. That was just weird. It came out of nowhere. And please believe I'm not attracted to her. I'm not trying to talk to her or anything like that. Aubrey says, I'm not trying to eat her box. And Keely says how disappointed she is in her. Oh my God, I used to really love Pam. I used to really like her, but now I'm just so disappointed in her. So she's basically like, she could have kept that to herself. It's not like you can pray the gay away. She sounds crazy. What is she even talking about? She didn't have to even say it. And they're like, yeah, that's true, while they're walking upstairs. So then Pam goes upstairs and she tells the other girls, the older women, how she let them know what was going on. And, she pretty much told the story exactly how it happened. And they were like, good for you. Good for you. Which I thought was weird that they didn't even think that it was weird at all. Like, they were just like, good for you for expressing. I mean, the whole delivered thing, they didn't even express any sort of, like reservations with her saying that. They were just like, good for you. Good for you. So Keely asked Nivea if her vocals are helping. She's like, do you think that it's any help me doing it? And her and Lamisha are basically like, so are you in the group or are you not in the group? Like, yeah, if you're in the group, then they're helping. But if you're not in the group, why are you doing it? And they just kind of leave it at that. Like, they're just very confused as to what her role is here. So we cut to Lamisha overhearing, not Aubrey, what's her name? Keely and Fallon sitting on the couch talking about the girls, and they're saying how Lamisha can't dance and Irish can't sing, so they're just basically out of their element. And she's just like, yeah, they kind of don't belong here because they're really, really out of their element and they're just gonna look crazy. So Lamisha's all upset. She goes to tell the other girls what's going on, and they pretty much tell her, listen, you just remember who you are. Don't you let them take you pretty much off your square. They didn't say that, but I said that because I'm a little gutter, guys. I'm a little gangster. I'm not. But that's pretty much what they said. And Pam said, you know what? Sounds like I need to hold court. So I'm going to hold court. So she does. She holds court and she addresses everything. She's like, listen, we all need to come together. Lamisha's like, look, let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Twins, I overheard y'all talking about me. And it was funny that she said twins because it was only one of the twins. So she's like, I know you guys were talking about me and saying that me and Iris don't belong here. So Felicia's like, yo, I didn't even say that it wasn't me. And Fallon's like, yeah, it was me. And basically, I was just saying that I don't want you guys are out of your element because you can't do this. And I don't want people make you all look stupid. And they were all like, oh my God, what does that mean? So then Keely says, "May I speak? May I speak?" And she's like, "I just think everyone here is very unprofessional." And they're all like, and they're rolling eyes and doing all that. And she said that, they all just started laughing. And she said that she had the other girls back. She's like, "Yeah, Aubrey's going around talking about people and, trying to divide people. And I'm here having everyone's back. Like, I'm here trying to bring everyone together." So this pisses off the twins because, as I said, she was sitting on the couch with one of the twins, Fallon, just the night before, saying how everyone, like Irish and Lamisha, yeah, shouldn't be there. So now she's flipping. Keely also says she's very disappointed in Pam because, again, you can't pray the gay away, and she sounds like she's a homophobic, and she takes that personally because she's bisexual. She may be married, but she's bisexual, so she has a problem with that. And they have to explain to her that, no, Pam, and she took it very gracefully. She said, "No, I am not, I'm not homophobic. I just don't like girls anymore, and that's me. I'm just talking about me." So Keely asked Aubrey her thoughts. She's like, "So what do you think about what Pam said?" And Aubrey didn't want to say anything. And then Keely's like, "Oh, okay, got it. Because Aubrey had so much to say earlier, but now she didn't want to say anything. So she pretty much was looking for Aubrey to have her back. And she didn't co-sign it because maybe it just wasn't that serious to Aubrey to bring it up in front of everybody. So with this, the twins I won't even say the twins, Felicia of the twins got pissed off, and she's going off on Keely. She's like, "Why are you here? You are so divisive. You are the one that's going behind everybody's back." She's like, "If you're not singing and you're not in the group, you're not the creative director, what are you here for then? Why are you here?" She's like, "You're just a two-faced bitch." So then they cut to Aubrey making these vision boards and everything, and the twins come in. They love the idea. And they basically say, "Well, then if you are doing stuff creatively, kind of like the creative director, then really what is Keely doing?" Because I don't know, Aubrey said she's doing nothing but starting shit and walking around in her pajamas with alcohol all day. That's all I see. So Aubrey calls all the girls together and give this whole presentation and vision boards about how she wants everyone to remain individual and, do what they're good at, basically. So no one's standing on the stage doing something that's out of their comfort zone. And she made up this vision board that I didn't see the vision, but the girls seemed to love it. They loved it. So as all the girls are like, "Oh my God, I love it," Keely is like laughing, and she's like, "Oh, what is this? What is this?" So she's the only one, again, being negative. So her and Aubrey ends up getting into it because Aubrey's like, "Listen, you are basically an energy vampire. You do nothing but bring negativity to the group, and you're not even in the group." So then they all start talking like, yeah, Nivea's like, "Let's just talk about this. What are you doing here? Like, if you're obviously not being the creative director, because that's what Aubrey just did." So then they cut to Keely saying that Aubrey wants to take her job, basically. She's like, "Well, if you want to do it and I still get paid, then do it." But as they're sitting there, she gets up and moves away from the couch because they're like, "If you're not in the group, why are you on the couch? Why are you singing? Why are you taking up people's time? People could be in the booth while you're spending 30 minutes in the booth and we're not even going to use your vocals. What are you here for?" So they're all basically ganging up on her, which was justified to me because fuck her. To me, whatever. She has a very bad attitude, and I ain't gonna say it, I really wish somebody would lay hands on her, and I would love to see it. I hate to say it because I'm a grown lady, but it's true. So at this point, Felicia stands up and she's like, "Stop it, everybody. We can't gang up on Keely because when I was here, when we first came, everyone was ganging up on us, and it's not a good look, and it doesn't feel good." So at that, Keely walks out and she's talking to the twins and she's crying and she's like, "Felicia, you were just calling me a bitch yesterday or last night, and now you're taking up for me. I don't know what to do. Should I just go home?" And that's how it ends, basically. And I say, "Yes, Keely, go home, please." And if they are kicking people off, I don't know how it's going to work if they're kicking people off, because they talk about immunity and everything. So that sounds like people can get kicked off. And if so, I would just like for Keely to be the first one. Go on, please, and thank you. So that's it for this week. I will be back next week with the review. You guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Biggest thing, please subscribe. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Smooches.